One thing I learned from my good friend and colleague, Dr. John Russin, is that for optimal shoulder health, especially for long-term shoulder health, you should strive to achieve a 2-to-1 pulling to pushing volume ratio. So in your training, basically it means that you should pull twice as much volume as you do pressing. And that is the best ratio to maintain shoulder integrity and have long-term longevity with your training career. Now, it might be hard for some people to know or to plan their training to establish that ratio, because does that mean that I should have twice as many pulling session as pulling session as pressing session? Does that mean that I should have twice as much exercises? In reality, any kind of volume counts. So very simple strategies that I use to optimize that ratio. The first one is the bend pull apart, which is a pull, right? I'm just basically pulling here. I can use various positions. So I can face pulls, torso, or here. So now, depending on where I'm working, I'm working some of the different pulling muscles. Now, what I personally do is that I have bend pull aparts in every single warm-ups I'm doing. Every training session I'm in the gym. If I'm training upper body, if I'm training arms, if I'm training legs, it doesn't matter. I always include pull-aparts in my warm-up. And then when I'm doing a pressing workout, let's say a bench press, well, I will always do bend pull-aparts in between my pressing sets, especially the warm-up sets. So I'm actually getting a lot of volume right off the bat with pulling exercises with the bend pull apart. Various positions, so I get all those pulling muscles. When we say a 2-to-1 ratio, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need like hard, heavy muscle contraction. It's just basically getting those reps in, focusing on getting a good mind-muscle connection. That is what will improve shoulder health. It's not just about lifting big weights, it's about being able to use the right muscle. I'm focusing hard on, okay, I'm contracting my rear delts, my rhomboid, so I know what's working. So that trains the nervous system to use these muscles, and that's what we want. So that easily makes you capable of reaching that 2-to-1 pulling to pushing ratios without having to add any more pulling sessions. Just by using bend pull aparts in your warm-ups or in between sets of pressing exercises. I personally carry that band around most of the time. For example, when I'm traveling, and I will do bend pull aparts in my hotel room, for example. I'm just accumulating volume. It's just getting that action, working that joint, getting that muscle contraction. That's what counts. That's what will keep your shoulders healthy.